Just look at those juicy peaches and that buttery crumb. This peach pound cake is everything you've been craving. Welcome to Aretha's Kitchen, where homemade baked goods and soul food are always made with love. Today I'm showing you exactly how to make this delicious peach pound cake from scratch. So let's start baking. Okay, the first step in making our peach pound cake, okay, you need some peaches. So I have 6 fresh peaches here that I'm going to peel and I'm going to dice. And I need 2 cups to dice. Okay, and there you have it. 2 cups of diced peaches. And you set to the side. Okay, so like now we're going to set our oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And while our oven is preheating, then we're going to spray our pan. So as usual, I use the 10-inch, I call it a bundt pan, but some people call it tube pan. And you can find this at Amazon.com. Okay, so we're going to take and spray it. Make sure you spray it very well. Okay, so now, we're going to mix in 4 sticks of butter, unsalted butter. Make sure it's at room temperature. Okay, and we're going to mix it about 3 or 4 minutes. Until it's kind of light and fluffy. Okay, you want to smooth it out. It's real light. Okay, now you want to gradually add the sugar. Okay, and this is like 3½ cups of sugar. And you want to like place it in until it gets like kind of airy. Put the sugar in. Okay, get it on medium speed. Oh, so I think it's kind of airy. Okay, looks pretty good. And we're gonna scrape the bowl. Make sure everything is, mixed very well, combined. Okay, so like now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. One teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of cinnamon. And then make sure it's very well combined. Okay, so we're going to scrape our bowl. So we make sure that that salt and cinnamon and vanilla extract is very well combined. Okay, so next we're going to add the eggs. And we have 8 eggs, 8 whole eggs to add. Okay. So here are our eggs. Okay, you're going to add 1 egg at a time to make sure each one is very well combined before you add the next one. And doing this, you're going to do this slow motion. Ooh, I always make a mistake and 2 get in there one time. But that's okay if 2 eggs get in the bowl at one time. Okay, now this is the last egg. Okay. And let it, the beads is very well combined. So you want to make sure all the eggs are incorporated. Scrape your bowl. You want to make sure all the ingredients are incorporated and very well mixed, but not over mixed. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna get ready to add our flour mixture. Okay, let's beat it, for 1 more minute, make sure it's mixed good. Okay, let's put it on the side for just a second. And let's get ready to do our flour mixture. What you have here, you have, this is 4 cups of flour, so 4.5 cups of cake flour. So we have 4.5 cups of cake flour. Okay, so I want to sift it. You can either you can whisk it or you can sift it. So I want to sift it. Make sure all the lumps are out. So I'm going to sift it in this little sifter here. Okay. Okay, and see how smooth it is? That's how it looks. When you sift it, it makes a big difference. Okay, and also I'm going to whisk it too. Just to make sure everything is very well blended. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to put this in my cake batter. I need like 1 cup of sour cream. And sour cream is gonna make the cake really moisture, and you're gonna have those and sweet and good crumbs, nice and moist crumbs. Okay, so let's get back over here. Okay, and this is our batter mixture here. So we're going to put a little flour and then a little sour cream. Like I said, all you need is 1 cup of sour cream. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn it on. We're going to turn it on slow motion. We're going to put a little flour mixture and a little cream, sour cream. And then we're going to end with the flour mixture. Okay, and about half of the sour cream. Let it mix very well. Then we're going to add some more flour mixture. And this time we're going to use all of our sour cream. Let that mix very well. And now we're going to add all of our flour mixture. Okay, we're going to stop. We're going to scrape the bowl because we're going to make sure that all our ingredients are very well mixed. Okay? And plus, we don't want to over mix it. So that's why we want to make sure that everything is very well combined. Okay. Okay, we are done. Okay, everything is very well combined. Okay, and let's get our flour mixture together. And we're gonna get ready to fold our, diced peaches into our batter. Okay, so you remember the diced peaches that I did earlier, right? We're gonna fold this into the batter. Okay, so let's pour it in. Okay, and we're gonna make sure we fold it in, evenly. So let's fold it in. And as you can see, I'm folding it in. Okay, so it is. So now, what we're going to do, our pan has already been sprayed. So we're going to put it, so again, we put it evenly into our pan. Okay. Okay, and this is going to be a big cake because I love to cook big cakes. Like I told you, I like to share. So if you like to share your desserts with your family and your friends, we have to fix enough so they can enjoy. Because sometimes they say, I want another piece. And I like to fix the peach cakes because I love fresh peaches. Let's kind of smooth it out. And we're gonna put a topping on this before we put it in the oven. I want to make sure it's even all the way around because we don't want one side taller than the other. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to do our topping. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so you remember those 6 peaches that we had at the beginning, and we diced and received 2 cups, and we had some that left, and it was a total of 6 peaches. So like now what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice these in like, like in halves, sort of, and we need 1.5 cup. Okay, so we're gonna take this and slice it like this. Okay, so it'd be sort of like, it's kind of slippery in my hand though, like this. So, and you actually can put as much as you like on top of your cake. Okay, but this is what I came up with slicing them. See, slice them. Okay, then I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna try to check and see if I have 1.5 cups. I know a little bit over 2, but that's okay though. You can have as much as you like. And I'm gonna use about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm gonna sprinkle it over. And I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. And I'm gonna sprinkle over it. And then I'm gonna toss over this mixture here. Okay, and there you have it there. And then I'm gonna take my cake and I'm going to, put it on there, decorate my cake by laying them side by side. Right here. I think that'll be it. So, there you have it. Now, before you put the cake in the oven, make sure you get the air bubbles out by hitting on the bottom of it. Okay. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so let's put it in the oven for 70 to 85 minutes, or until you can insert a toothpick in there and check and see if it's done. If the crumbs are fine and aren't any crumbs on there, then you know your cake is done. Okay, let's put it in the oven. Oven has already been preheated. Okay, now let's get ready to make glaze for our cake. So we're going to use 1 cup of confectioners sugar. Okay. And about 3 tablespoons of milk. Okay. And about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, and we're gonna whisk this together. You know, if you want it thicker, you add more sugar. If you want it thinner, you add more liquids. Yeah, and I think this is just about right. So I'm going to set aside and wait for the cake to get done. And then I'm going to cool. Then I'm going to put it on the cake. See, and this is what it looks like. All right, look at that beautiful cake, isn't it beautiful, right? So like I stick the pick in here and it came out clean. No, so it took a while. It took more than 85 minutes for it to get done. So just check your oven because all ovens are different. So once you get to know your oven, then you just know how long you can should cook the cake. But in order to make sure the cake is well done, be sure to stick your toothpick, or whatever you have in there to check. And if it comes out clean with no crumbs on it, then you know your cake is done. So like right now, I'm gonna let it set aside for like 25 minutes to cool off. And then we're gonna put the glaze over it. And then we're gonna taste the cake. And we know it's gonna be delicious. I'll be right back soon as it gets cool. Okay, just look at it. Just look at this beautiful peach pound cake. Soft, buttery, and baked to perfection. And look at it, y'all. So like now we're gonna get ready to put the glaze on it. Okay, now be right back. Okay, our cake is standing nice and tall. So like now we're gonna put the glaze over it. Okay, and continue pouring until we have poured, all over the cake. And there you have it, this delicious peach pound cake. Oh boy, I can't wait to taste it. Okay, so I'll be right back and we'll cut us a piece and then we'll see how it tastes. All right, so I'm going to cut the cake. Let's cut it, right? Because we're going to taste this delicious cake. Okay, so like now, let me put it in my plate. Oh, and there you have it. And look at there. You can see the peaches right into the cake. Okay, we're gonna put it here. Woo! Boy, that looks delicious. Okay, and look, and there you have it. Right here, look at that. Boy, and you see those peaches in there? Boy, that looks delicious. Okay, now there you have it, peach pound cake. Now let's give it a taste. You see those peaches in there? Boy, that is delicious. Boy, I tell you, your family is gonna love this cake. And then you taste those peaches. It almost tastes close to like a peach cobbler. And so soft and moist, and have the juice from the peaches in there. And I said, boy, I can't stop from eating this. This is delicious. Your family gonna love you for making this cake for them. So like, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you decided to bake this cake, because I'm telling you, you're going to love this peach cake. No, if you can, make sure you use the fresh peaches instead of canned peaches. No, unless the fresh peaches are out of season. But they're in season right now, so you can go ahead and get started and make this cake. So I want to thank all my subscribers for viewing my videos, and also the new subscribers. You are welcome, and I'm free for any comments or question that you may have. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my videos, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for the weekly recipes. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.